Hello and welcome to Bags of Action. My name is Steve and this is a 5-minute review of Sicario from 2015. The film is directed by Denis Villeneuve, who's worked on films most recently including Blade Runner 2049, and he's also working on the forthcoming Dune 2-part film which starts in 2020. Sicario has an all-star cast with Emily Blunt, Benicio Del Toro, Josh Brolin, Victor Garber, Jon Bernthal, Daniel Kauuya and Jeffrey Donovan, just to name but a few. The film is tackling a difficult subject in that it is focusing on the war on drugs and the drugs that are coming into the United States. Emily Blunt plays Kate Mesa, who's recruited by Josh Brolin's character Matt Graver to help her tackle a particular cartel and a man who's completely elusive. This specialist team is brought together and we don't really know who all of the players are, and to begin with they don't really give their names. Benicio Del Toro's mysterious character called Alejandro, we don't know who he works for, but very quickly we can see that he's someone to be respected and he's extremely skilled. Kate is trying to navigate what is going on in this world, and to begin with, she's completely in the dark as well. She knows that they're going after someone in particular, she knows that they're responsible for quite a grisly scene that she found at the start of the film, but we don't really know much more, and we only find out as she does going along in the story. Despite the quite awful and uncomfortable subject, it is done in a completely unflinching manner. They never shy away from some of the grisly aspects of the drug industry. We see bodies being dismembered, we find dead bodies in a house at one point. But despite this really awful subject, there are moments of absolute beauty in this film, and this is all down to the director. In between the action, you get people walking out into the desert with these huge skies, and the colours are absolutely beautiful. The music at times is uncomfortable, as it's supposed to be, and it's overpowering and really in your face, and you can absolutely feel what Kate is feeling in these moments. The director's presence is felt in every moment of this film, and once again it proves there are certain directors who can turn the material and make it amazing, no matter the subject, and this is someone that I will go out and see regardless of the film because he's such an amazing director. So Emily Blunt's character Kate is stumbling into this world. She thought she knew what was going on, and quickly becomes apparent that they're hiding the truth from her. Even though they are going after this specific leader of the cartel, there's a lot more that she's not being told, and gradually she finds out that the murky world that she thought she understood is even worse, and that there are no really good characters at all. Everybody's a shade of grey, including the people she works for. Without spoiling it, the plot is quite complicated, but so you have to pay attention. However, at the end it does all become clear, and the end is both shocking and surprising, but also quite satisfying. It shows you that there is no simple answer to the war on drugs, and calling it like that makes it sound as if it's something that can ever be won in a simple fashion, when of course it can't be, not in the way you would expect a more traditional war to end. The pacing of the film is done very well. Even though it runs to just over 2 hours, I never felt that the film was lagging at all. The film is both fascinating and disturbing at the same time, because even though it's based on fictional events, there must be some seeds of truth to it with regards to the war on drugs and how the cartels operate in America coming through Mexico. The all-star cast are amazing. Every single person gives a brilliant performance. The material is extremely well written, and even though there were times when I wanted to find out more about the characters and get a little bit more under their skin, you find out through their actions what kind of people they're actually like under pressure. The standout performance for me has to be for Benicio Del Toro as Alejandro. He doesn't always say a lot in this film, but he gives an incredibly powerful performance, and he's one of the key players along with Emily Blunt. Sicario is an interesting and complicated film, has an amazing cast, a brilliant director, but a very difficult subject, so if you're in the mood for something light, perhaps this isn't the film for you. I know that they've then gone on to do a sequel, but it doesn't have the same director. But even though I am intrigued to see where they go and what they do next with this story, because even though there was an ending, there's still a lot more areas to explore. So, having said all of that, I'm going to have to give Sicario 4 out of 5 bags and say that it's definitely worth your time. Have you seen it? If so, get in touch with us and let us know. You can leave us a comment, you can join the Facebook group, follow us on Twitter, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.